First, they took your family and your riches. Then they took your health and your pride. Finally, they left you to die. What will you do, Exile, when there is nothing left but to live or die? Now that you've chosen, what will you become?
During the year of the Cobra, a prisoner captured by unknown means was transported into the Exiled lands, crucified, and left to die for crimes that they may or may not have committed. Death comes swiftly on black wings, until fate intervenes.
Thirsty, dead man? Shall I cut you down from that corpse tree? It might kill you. You civilized men are soft. Your lives are not nailed to your spines. Where I come from, we kill our enemies in battle. We don't leave them in the desert to die like dogs. So, you live again, dead man. This land does not love men. You are marked. Cross the ghost fence wearing that. It might have been kinder to leave you on the cross. Live, love, burn with life, slay and survive. We will meet again, dead man.
Boundaries of civilization. Beyond the passage of our highways lie the wild places of the world, where untamed savages make endless war upon each other. You cannot pass into the endless wastes enslaved. Your bonding prevents it. Return. Follow the road. Any road. All roads lead to the city.
I am beaten, left to rot among the ruins of the past. There are others here, slaves, bandits and cannibals, exiles from lands I've never heard of.
Some of them try to scrape a life from the wasteland, scrabbling in the rocks and sand for their own place. I cannot go on. The life that I left behind haunts me. The sun over the glittering spires of Belverus has forever denied me. The smell of my daughter's hair. I will pass the ghost fence, and this cursed land will finally end me. To whoever reads this note, I leave the last of my water and this message. Stranger, you have my pity. You do not know how cursed you truly are.
Gods curse this sandstorm. We were forced to take refuge before the wind scoured the skin from our faces. There is something in the storm. Beasts. We hear the skittering of their paws outside the ruins, and their howls mingled with the screaming winds. The men are scared. I've put them to work crafting rudimentary weapons and torches from the loose stones and rough plants that dot this place. I've yet to meet a beast that liked fire, or the bite of the axe.
When my father died, I knew they would be coming for me. It was only a matter of time. What I didn't expect was this. To be crucified and left to rot on the edge of a wasteland that I have never seen before. It makes sense to me that the cowardly fools that they sent to do the job would not have the courage to kill me. They are mongrels, the cast-off bloodlines of slaves and commoners, and such as they do not dare to spill royal blood. Instead, I was bound hand, foot, and mouth, and smuggled out to gods know where. They left me for the vultures, but I was rescued by a man. Such a man. Clean-limbed and bronze-skinned. I have never seen his like in the cities of Shem. He came to me as I hung from the cross, and his icy blue stare was a challenge. Did I dare to live? Now I crouch at the edge of this wasteland, once a daughter of princes, now a nameless exile in an unfamiliar land. The shaft of the double-bladed axe that he gave me is a comforting weight in my hands. The answer is yes. I will live. Cut me down, please.
Another new one, eh? I can smell it on you. Veterans tend to smell just a little more like despair. I'm Arcos. Once a sailor, now a wanderer. You didn't think you were the only one, did you? You should go up north. There's whole cities of exiles up there. In the beginning, there were only a few of us. But now, it seems like fresh-faced fools are showing up every week. Not all of them are as friendly as I am, mind you. Watch your step. There are a lot of desperate people out there. Bracelets. You can't remove them. Saw one fool cut his arm clean off trying to get rid of it. He bled to death right there in the sand. Nasty business. Leave it on. You'll start to hear the voices soon enough. You'll start seeing the ghosts. I don't think the voices are for us. Not for us here and now. I think they were talking to somebody else. Back then. Wherever it was. Whenever it was. Those pillars keep us confined here. Some call it the curse wall, or the ghost fence, or just the boundary. Doesn't really matter what it's called, does it? I walked all the way around it once. Had to be careful not to cross it, of course. Once in the north, I saw a few people on the other side, wearing bracelets just like ours, with gems of amber. Makes you wonder. I'm no scholar, but I've met a few who passed through. We all have mad theories about what the ruins scattered around here are. The Murians, Giant Kings, Kari, Melusian Serpent Men. Do those names mean anything to you? Never mind. It's my experience that men who have their minds in the past get eaten by crocodiles in the present. Good luck, Exile. It's a tough world out there. Back again, Exile? I like familiar faces. Helps me to remember that not everyone dies out here. Farewell. I won't pin my hopes on seeing you again. Seen enough of the desert. Better get used to it. It's all we have. Good luck, Exile. It's a tough world out there.
Know this as the road of refuge. Your people came to us as exiles, weary and harried. When we revealed ourselves, your people fell to their knees and worshipped us. In return, we fed and clothed you. But you came in untold numbers. We could not clothe you all, nor would we offer you of our water or our land. In time, this led to conflict, eventually to war. Though it caused us grief, we were forced to dominate you. Slaves to our whim, your treacherous species will never betray us again. Slave, Warmaker Clael has ordered the sealing of the borders, including the destruction of the bridge. This is to discourage your treacherous kin from entering our lands. For hundreds of years, we have patiently welcomed your people into our lands, and our kindness was repaid with war. No more, bonded one. You will break the bridge, and as you do, Think about the consequences of betrayal. Think about what your people have done to you.
Stay your hand, stranger. Come, look into the pit. The Lord of Empty Abodes awaits therein. I am his shaman, Nuno. Your coming was revealed to me in the whispering of a bat's wings. You are lost, seeking guidance, yes? Sometimes the whispers are silent. My lord grows distant. I weep alone in the desert. But there is a cure. The smoke of the lotus, it deafens the world, and so that the whisper of Yog becomes a roaring shout. And the visions, they reveal to me the will of Yog. If you need guidance, inhale the lotus. The path will become clear. The paths revealed to you by the lotus will not always be simple. Every opportunity is a test, and every test requires strength and an indomitable will. You cannot simply wander into darkness and expect to conquer. You will need to prepare. Build yourself up and find the other colors. They bloom in other places and have many colors. I have a feeling, my friend, that you are going to taste them all before you are through. My heart has a question. Do you know the Lord of Empty Abodes? He knows you, child, through the flesh of your kind. He hungers to know more. All flesh is knowledge. Every savory thought. Bring us knowledge of others. Yog is generous. We are exiled without conviction. Our crimes are of no moment. My crime was my belief. What matter the age of the flesh that my lord consumes? Does the Lord of Empty Abodes make a distinction between flesh in the womb and flesh outside of it? Now my tribe walks without a shaman, and I seek the pure flesh to feed my god. My lord whispers to me of this place. He walked here in ages past. Here, there was a banquet of flesh for his pleasure, and kings called upon his wisdom. It is men who destroyed that age of abundance. Yog urges us to seek atonement. The flesh we bring is an atonement. Association of past sins. You return? But have you brought the sacred flesh? Yog's hunger is eternal, wanderer. It's sobbing, ebbing, throbbing. Listen to the whisperings. Yog knows you. The fires await us all, Exile. Yogg whispered of your return, friend. Yogg's hunger is eternal, wanderer.
I am not alone here. That was the first revelation that came to me as I crouched, shivering on the banks of the river. There are others, ragged and broken men and women, who light bonfires and huddle close together for warmth. Fools! The light draws unfriendly eyes and makes them easy pickings in the darkness. Their sentries have no night vision to speak of. They do not see me creeping in the bushes around their fires. And while they sleep, I sneak in and steal their food. It's too easy. As the lessons of the streets return, my fear recedes. I've survived before.
This slave, that when the kings of lesser races come to pay us homage, they come along the river that winds through the heart of our lands. Their pleasure barges come, laden with tribute of gold and silver and sacrificial flesh, to pass between the sentinels, the gateway to our kingdom. As they pass into the shadows of the sentinels, the merriment stills. The supplicants tremble. Look upon our works, ye mighty, and despair.